Okay, so I want to talk about bad days because I feel like nowadays we like put a space between us and these people we see online, the people that we really respect, and we're like, damn, like they just don't experience bad days, like they just don't have these feelings. And actually they really do. And I feel like when I see myself entering a slump, I kind of have to remind myself, and this is basically the concept, is that for them, it lasts like 10-15 minutes. Obviously, I'm like generalizing, everyone's different, but for someone who lets feelings dictate their lives, someone who allows their emotions to be used as an excuse to do shit all, and I that used to be me, by the way. Like I used to just be like, like I can't be asked to do this, like I'm just not gonna do it. And even though I know that's not right, and even though I know that's gonna leave me feeling like shit about myself after, where now it's like a skill. Remember, it's a skill. A lot of these things are skills, but the turnover point is you understanding it and you realizing when it's happening, you realizing what emotions you're experiencing, and you just kind of accepting it and being like, okay, like my feelings are fluctuating, I can't really do anything about it, I can't really control anything, so let me just continue doing what it is that I normally do, and these feelings are going to go away. And there's times when I'm going to be feeling happier, there's times when I'm going to be feeling worse about myself, but that's normal and it's good to accept that. And I feel like these kinds of people that you really look up to, they've accepted that, and they don't have to be like, oh, let me guess, how am I going to be feeling this day? Oh, let me guess if I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be doing that based on my feelings. Like they don't really let their feelings get in the way. Now it's on you to define whether you want to live by your feelings, whether you want to live by, and obviously, okay, wait, like I want to make it clear that feelings are important and they do tell us a lot about ourselves, and like we're like legit human, like we cannot get rid of feelings. But I'm talking more about like the objective side, where it's like, you have to do something, and then you're like, damn, like I can't be asked, but I'm gonna go do it anyway. Like I'm talking more about this side. Like feelings generally, that's what they build connections with people, that it's like basically the fundamentals of us. But there's times when we have to put them aside, and I feel like I'm talking more about like the self-growth, self-development side, where most of the time you would have to put your feelings aside and just do the hard shit. So another thing I want to bring in is like the concept of having like the privilege of choosing of what you want to do and what you want to do, and like choice. And I have this privilege where I could decide, just because I can't be asked today, I could decide to not do anything. It's because I don't have a family to feed, I don't have to work 24/7 in order to sustain myself. Like I have this privilege, and okay, it's good to accept and realize this privilege, but at the same time I'm really grateful for this. But some people don't have this. Some people have to go against their feelings. Some people have to continue, like in these developing countries, people have to continue working for their families, have to continue providing for their families. And it doesn't matter how they feel. They have to show up to work. They have to continue doing this. And the reason I'm even saying this is because we live in our own bubbles. We live in our own heads, where these minute problems, or these problems of like, okay, like let me just really analyze and overthink, why am I experiencing this emotion? Like it's a privilege for you to even just sit down and be able to do this, where you don't have to hustle every single day. And yeah, it's important to be grateful, and it's important to understand that we even have this privilege. So yeah, not to sound like a little pessimistic, negative person, but I think it is important to also realize this. Okay, so I'm gonna end it on this note where, to summarize, you choose for how long it lasts for. Like I think initially it's always the hardest, where you just have to, where you see yourself entering something, you really just have to force yourself to either just go on that damn walk, or like to clear your mind, or just force yourself to do something, force yourself to do what it is you have to do. And it's hard, but I feel like it really builds growth. Like I feel like it really builds character, perseverance, and also realizing that like damn, like you really are just in control of yourself, and it's not your mind. And I think it sounds really cheesy, cliche, guru, but it is just how it is. And I feel like it really builds your tolerance up too for things. So yeah, I want to end on this note, a short video today.